Welcome to the review on the Sony Xperia XA. With so many mid-range phones starting to compete with the higher end, we're going to find out if Sony managed to follow suit of their Chinese counterparts. If you've seen a Sony smartphone in the last couple of years, then the design of the Xperia A may look very similar. It doesn't look like Sony have been using their design team because the look of all their smartphones haven't changed very much. That's not a bad thing because I really dig the minimalist design. Front and back are super clean. Just wish there wasn't as much bezel on the front. I get that Sony are trying to keep that same omni-balanced look, but I just wish that space could be used much better. The phone is still plastic, though it does have a metal frame which adds to that feel, but the whole thing is just so slippery. The screen is a 5-inch 720p slab, which isn't that impressive. This is at a time where competitors including the Moto G4 are hitting the 1080p spec. It was surprisingly sunny in Hull this week, and my time with the phone was filled trying to find cover, so I could see what was going on. On the bright side, colour reproduction is pretty good for its price range. The XA doesn't suffer from that oversaturation like its older brothers do, which is a bonus. The other fancy part is the curved glass on the top of the display. You'll often see this referred to as 2.5D glass. Moving on from the display is further inside the phone. We see the usual bells and whistles you find in a phone, which includes a very poor 2300 mAh battery. Battery life was shockingly awful with me, ending the day on about 40% with very little usage. This is me listening to music over 4G for an hour and a half and maybe only a couple of hours of screen on time. Powering all this is a MediaTek octa-core CPU, which on paper should be powerful enough for the everyday task, but for some reason the XA performs poor. It's just that things feel a bit unresponsive. Opening the notifications can be difficult, the phone just refuses to open it sometimes. Same goes for Chrome. I'm constantly tapping on the Show Tabs button, but nothing happens. It's difficult what to blame it on, if it's Sony software skin or MediaTek silicon, but I can note that this type of performance only seems to happen on the MediaTek chips. The camera was surprising, in a good way too. I think that photos I took with the Sony probably beat similar phones in the same price bracket. Hull's redevelopment meant I wasn't able to get as much variety of shots, but the shots I did take were really good. Colours popped out and yet still felt true to life. My only gripe was that overcast days on non-HDR shots were kinda dark. The app was also really easy to use. It was a really simple point and shoot camera with some extra and probably not very useful features, but also a powerful manual mode. It's something that I'm seeing more often in phones in all of budgets. A lot of time is spent in making the camera applications user-friendly and feature-full, and the Sony has done that really well. The Xperia XA is running Marshmallow, but I highly doubt this will be updated in the future. It's brilliant that OEMs are now installing minimal skins of Android. This allows for more unified Android experience between devices. What annoys me about Sony is their own app. There are about 6 apps that constantly notify me of news, Sony special offers and games. Of course I can turn them off, but I just don't care about any of these things. They shouldn't be on by default. The truth is, the Sony Xperia XA is a little boring. In fact, Sony Mobile as a whole is boring. Nothing has really changed in their lineup for the last couple of years, and I just feel like they don't care about smartphones right now. This is reflected in this year's smartphones too. The phone itself is difficult to recommend with the performance issues alone, but it does gain extra points for having the latest version of Android, as well as a powerful camera for its price. Thanks for watching.